Greetings, fellow Earthlings. Today is October 14th, 2024, and this is episode 38 of MindMosaic. So as you may or may not know, this month of October we have been exploring sort of the philosophical, both transpersonal and personal undercurrents of drama and what theater can mean for us in our everyday lives. So it's pretty safe to assume we all know who Shakespeare was and how his stories influenced stories themselves and how his narratives have evolved throughout the history of drama and theater and storytelling. But he has a very famous quote in which he says, and I'm paraphrasing here, something along the lines of, "All the world's a stage, and all men are merely players. They have their entrances and their exits, and one man in his time plays many parts." Now, in the last video, we talked about this idea of one man playing many parts, this idea of, Joseph Campbell called it the hero with 1,000 faces. It is the blank slate, inner being, deep, selfless self, as I call it, that exists independent of the masks and the identities and the egos that we dress ourselves in, and exists beyond and independent of any of these various masks and garments that we wear. But in this video, I want to kind of explore an even deeper layer to that truth, and that is the idea that not only are we, in a sense, actors playing the roles of the people we live as, but I'm here to talk about the idea that life itself is, in a certain sense, a play or a show. Life is a stage upon which the greatest story ever told is unfolding in every moment. The story of the cosmic womb that birthed galaxies into existence. The story of brothers betraying brothers, of love and love lost, of star-crossed lovers tied together through invisible threads of passion and devotion. This story, the story of everything, is the story that we are all a part of. And the real, I think, profundity of this revelation is revealed through the understanding that we're not only the performers in this show, in this story. We're not just the characters, but we are the story itself. It is the story of awakening and the story of self-realization, of pushing the bounds of our limitations and seeing beyond the horizons of our understanding and transcending and evolving and breaking through to new, higher and unexplored perspectives that shed new light on our experiences and allow us to see the world and our place in it for what it is, as the grand, cosmic, infinite, heart-wrenchingly beautiful, expansive narrative that it is. We are the actors, shedding the masks, awakening to the boundless and borderless limitations of what we can be, despite what we've been told we are and what we've come to believe ourselves to be. But we're also the stage, we are the scenery, dressed as the soil and the sky, coming to realize its place in the puzzle, in the tapestry, in the mosaic, dare I say. With every breath and every interaction, every instant is a moment, a beat, a line, a verse in this ever unfolding story. We are the authors of this story, with each step bringing us closer to a great unveiling, a climactic revelation, the ultimate revelation that calls us beyond the limitations of what we know and what we believe towards some grand conclusion that we can't yet perceive, but we feel in every fiber of our being, in the moments of silence and reflection and contemplation, the presence of what is incredible and unfathomable is something that calls us, like the voice that calls the hero, or the whispers of the muse. We are destined to become the culmination, the concrescence of literally everything that has ever and will ever happen. It is a quest to break free from the illusions and the misunderstandings that keep us in limitation, and to reach out and touch the infinite with our human hands. The story of the lonely species becoming aware that it is a part of something cosmic and eternal. And ultimately, this is the story of the universe itself. Everything realizing what it is, the truth of what it is, through us, through our own eyes and ears, through our own words. What we are and what this story is it's the story of the eternal truth becoming itself, realizing itself. As such, the universe awakening to itself as such through us and through everything, with every single instant, anywhere, anytime. It's all happening for this same reason, all culminating at the same point. And that point is everywhere, and it is everything. It's the infinite force of the universe that is with us in every moment, because it is every moment. It's timeless. And it is the process of that thing, that force, awakening to itself. And, I want this to be poetic, and I want this to feel compelling in a mythological sense. But really, this goes far beyond mythology and storytelling. This is a truth that resonates throughout every discipline. I mean, people wonder if there's aliens out there, or if there's a God. People wonder what dreams are and what they mean. Scientists say life finds a way. And that phrase, I think it kind of answers all those questions, almost. And this is so speculative. Like, don't take this very, very much. I am very much encouraging you to take this with a grain of salt, because this is my own speculation. But, I don't think it's unreasonable to assume that God is us, having realized. Because if you think about it, the story of humanity is one of breaking through boundaries, of transcending the impossible, of doing things that break our previously conceived notions of what could be done. And doing so through our own driven, unwavering will and the yearning to do so. That's really a defining trait of us human beings. And really, it's a defining trait of all life, perseverance and resilience in the face of struggle. And this perseverance, it's the thing that has led to literally every single amazing thing that has ever happened. At least, throughout recorded history. And it's like this breaking through is a motif. Transcendence is a recurring motif. The pursuit of knowledge is a recurring motif. The evolution of consciousness is a recurring motif. Interconnectedness is a recurring motif. But this idea of transcendence, it's kind of the outlier in a way, because there's a motion to it. There's an evolution. There is a growth and a surpassing of limitations. And who's to say that, one day, far in the future of our species, we will uncover a way to make the ultimate jump, to arrive at the ultimate breakthrough, which could, in fact, be the transcendence of time. And whether or not that's possible is not what I'm arguing for. I'm saying if it is possible that could ever happen, that something, it doesn't even have to be mankind, but something could transcend time itself, then time would no longer be linear. It would be singular. It would be a singularity. All moments would be happening simultaneously. There would be a space beyond a time. And if life can find a way in a space beyond time, then that explains aliens and God. Because if humanity can transcend time, then that's already happened. Kind of makes me think that the Big Bang and the death of the universe itself might just be the same moment, the same infinite, timeless moment. But alas, this is very, very theoretical, and it's more so just a thought experiment than anything. But it's fascinating to think about. When I think about this idea and I sit with it, it resonates very deeply. And I feel like this journey that we're all on is the journey of the universe. The story of humanity is the story of the universe. Humble beginnings. Very humble beginnings. But take from that what you will. It's not necessarily meant to be taken too seriously, as it is just a thought. But if it resonates, then sit with it as I have and explore it further. And if there's anything that I would leave you with, it's just that I would encourage you to embrace the journey, to show compassion, and to do what you can to make this story of the universe the best story that it can be, because frankly, it's the only story that there is. Every story is just a part of it. So just participate and make your story something to remember, because this is how the story goes. This is how your story goes. This is it. With me, with the sun, with the birds, with the wind, with all of it. And if you ever feel overwhelmed or stressed, it's important to have perspective and to be able to take a step back and see that there is a higher order at play here. And there is more to this world than meets the eye. And the first step to being able to perceive that is to just open up to that possibility. To make space in your mind and in your heart for grace is kind of the perfect word, not to get all Christian, but I'm not even a Christian, but grace is the perfect word. So yeah, that's the last thing I'm going to say, is just remember that that's there, and that you're not alone, and you don't have to feel alone ever, because we're all in this together. And there's literally nothing to worry about other than making sure you're living in the most authentic and meaningful way you can. So just live in the most authentic and meaningful way you can. Enjoy the journey. Show compassion. And leave your mark. For all of us. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care, Earthlings. Enjoy it.